Siemaneczko, witam wszystkich bardzo serdecznie w kolejnym odcinku z gry Starfield 2 na moim kanale. Na samym początku przypominam oczywiście o zostawieniu łapeczek w górę, subskrybowaniu kanału, jeżeli jeszcze tego nie zrobiliście. Lecimy do Daltona, podobno ma jakieś informacje odnośnie Kreta.
Good. You're right on time. I re-evaluated all the evidence. It took every resource I had, but the final answer is clear. ULARU is the mole.
So this clears Imogen of wrongdoing. Good.
Niewinność Imogen była dla mnie oczywista. ULARU to zdrajca. Zapłaci za to.
Indeed. I've briefed Masako and discussed her plans on handling this. While we both agree ULARU is guilty, we need irrefutable evidence before presenting this to the board. For now, we lead everyone to believe that Imogen was the mole, and the situation was dealt with.
I can understand the need for deception, but it does come at quite a cost.
Udawać, że Imogen była Kretem, aby ULARU nie nabrała podejrzeń. Jasne. Zrozumiano. Chcę zdobyć dowody, którego nikt nie podważy.
The people we're dealing with will expect nothing less. Masako has tasked ULARU with writing the program to bring down Infinity Ltd. We believe she'll take the chance to incriminate Masako within the program, so this could provide the evidence we're looking for. You will be tasked with the assignment to infiltrate Infinity, so before you go, I want you to bring that program to me.
Dobra.
Good. Once ULARU believes she's properly deflected any suspicion, I've no doubt she'll be bold. Now, let's attend a meeting.
Fajne, takie korporacyjne podstępy. Czyli mamy udawać, że Imogen była winna po to, żeby ULARU czuła się bezpiecznie. Zrozumiano. Dobrze, więc pora udać się na spotkanie zarządu. Siadajmy. Dalton, przedstaw proszę wszystkim informacje, jakie udało się uzyskać. Oczywiście nie samemu, tylko dzięki mnie.
We called you all together to discuss a recent security breach. We discovered a mole within the company who leaked vital information about Project Dominion to Infinity Ltd.
You've got to be kidding me.
Just don't tell me it's Vina. I think we've all noticed she's not here.
Before you speculate any further, no, it's not Vina. The guilty party is Imogen Salzo, much to my disappointment. Our operative here obtained the evidence to confirm it.
Tak, Imogen przyznała się do współpracy z Infinity Ltd. Imogen próbowała wykorzystać swoje umiejętności, aby wrobić ULARU.
Dalton, how does something like this happen?
Imogen is highly trained. ULARU can even speak to that. We demand the best. So that's the threat we deal with.
I may have well-trained operatives, but security is your responsibility, Dalton. This is a huge failing on your part.
I accept the responsibility, but let's not forget, the mole has already been exposed and dealt with.
Of course, thanks to another of my operatives.
Może ktoś powinien baczniej się przyglądać swoim... Nie możemy winić za to Daltona.
Watch me.
Imogen's been dealt with, so bickering is pointless. All I care about is reacquiring our property and what this might be costing us financially.
Vina is completing the internal neuroamp prototype as we speak. Our operative will receive the implant, infiltrate Infinity Ltd, and obtain any and all research. I have it on good authority. The experimentations they've done to replicate the missing pieces of our work have resulted in fatalities.
Przeprowadzili nielegalny test na ludziach i w klinice.
I can't imagine the mess their legal department has on their hands.
If I may make a suggestion, we should give this evidence to David at SSNN. It's the best neutral method of releasing this information to the general public.
That'd make my job easier.
David it is, then.
Masako, the internal neuroamp is ready if you want to send down the candidate.
I hope
Dobra,
you're ready
to lecę.
for this.
Zawsze zrobię wszystko, co
And
konieczne.
that's precisely why I know we can count on you. Vina will
Jestem
be
takim
here
typowym,
once you're
wiecie,
done.
żołdakiem. Zero sprzeciwu, nie? Nie podcieraj dupy po sraniu. Jasne. Jeżeli to jest konieczne, nie będę podcierał. Zastanawiam się w ogóle, jaki upgrade dostanę. To może być coś fascynującego. Mam nadzieję naprawdę, że to będzie coś konkretnego. Zawsze właśnie gdzieś tam mi się obijało o uszy, że
Yes, what?
dają nam jakieś tam ulepszenia.
Double check
I
those
have
measurements are
performed
right.
a
Almost
cursory
seems to
scan
always
of
makes me
your vital
nervous.
signs. You are currently
Siemaneczko.
alive.
Ah, here's my lucky candidate. I hope you're ready to embark on one amazing journey.
Dobra. Cieszę się, że mogę wziąć w tym udział. Jestem taki podjarany.
Always
O
love a
lol.
willing subject. Now, just a few details before we begin. Obviously, we'll be putting you under. I'll be making a small incision in the back of your skull where the internal neuroamp will be fitted. The whole procedure should only take 3 to 4 hours with little to no downtime afterwards, provided DeMarcus got everything entered correctly.
Did I not just say I quadruple checked the numbers?
You know I'm just giving you a hard time. Besides, I've got to make sure my patient is reassured.
Wszystko na pewno pójdzie dobrze. Dobra.
Of course.
6, but who's counting?
All I'm saying is that you're in good hands. Now, just lie down on the table once you're ready, and we should be good to go.
Troszkę się cykam, ale okej. Będą mnie krajać.
Neuroamps are fascinating, are they not? I'm still surprised
All
they
right.
haven't been completely
Let's
outlawed.
get this party started.
Światło, gaśnie światło, światło. Obudzę się jak Superman? Mam nadzieję. Oj, coś chyba pójdzie nie tak. Wakey, wakey, it's time to score!
Well, well, look who's finally up. The operation was a success, obviously. Once you're able to refocus, let me know how you're doing.
Mogę skakać, mogę
It's good to
kucać.
see you again.
Jest okej.
So, how are you feeling? You look good?
Dzięki. Czuję się dobrze, wszystko wydaje się być bez zmian. O,
Yep.
tutaj.
That's me every morning. But the whole point of this is no visual indication and no adverse side effects. So, sounds like we're on track. Just a couple quick notes before using the internal neuroamp. First, you can only influence one person at a time. And second, the effect is temporary, so be prepared if you use it in a combat situation.
Zrozumiane.
Great. Now let's test this sucker out. DeMarcus has graciously volunteered for science, he says.
W
That's
porządku.
the spirit. DeMarcus loves being hands-on and experiencing things on his own. It's probably why he's the second most published scientist here. After, just head up the stairs nearby to the observation deck.
Naciśnij F, aby otworzyć skaner. No mam. Ale jak ja mam nim kierować? użyj na manipulacji, aby znaleźć sposób na otwarcie. No dobra, to zróbmy tak. Aktywuj. No. I otworzy drzwi teraz, tak? Nie wiem, jak tym się steruje do końca. To jeszcze raz. Społeczne. Aktywuj. Otwórz.
As an observer, the effect is quite unknown. It's hard not to immediately worry about the implications.
No, możemy pogadać? Ta postać jest zajęta, aha, bo chyba ten nadal jest pod moim tym. Na długo jeszcze będzie pod moim wpływem? Nie.
That was incredible. What was it like?
Wow. How to describe it? 1 minute I was excited about seeing how the experiment would go. The next, I had a brief moment of disorientation and figured I must have lost my train of thought. It felt eerily natural. And yes, I admit it, just as you predicted.
I knew it, I knew it, I knew it! I can hardly wait to finish writing up my latest dissertation. And you owe me 100 credits.
Czyli mogę manipulować ludźmi.
Keeping myself under constant surveillance now. I'm curious if any other side effects may manifest.
Dobra, pogadajmy, Win.
So, tell me all about it. How did it feel? Any side effects?
Używając go niczego nie czuję.
Good. Hear that, DeMarcus? That's 2 for 2 now.
I heard. It really was fascinating how all I experienced was... it's truly remarkable tech.
No, zgadzam się. To otwiera przed nami wiele
When it
możliwości.
comes to your job, you bet it does. Besides, the neuroamp isn't total control. If a subject's morals or beliefs in something are strong enough, we still see points of failure. That being said, it's been interesting to discover the...
Okay. As much as I'd love to go over the details and potential of this amazing piece of technology I created, Masako wants to see you. It sounds like you have an assignment to complete. And DeMarcus and I have a lot of notes to record.
Dobra, pewnie będę musiał wniknąć już tam do tego LTD-ka całego.
Welcome to R&D.
Our floor's off limits to most.
Masako! Idziemy przyjąć kolejne zlecenie od naszej szefowej. Jeszcze wyżej. Wcześniej, żebym się tak nie męczył.
Good, you're here. I
To jest
wasn't
ULARU.
sure how. Now that you've been outfitted with the internal neuroamp, it's time to put that tech to work. We're sending you into Infinity Ltd. Lucas Drexler is about to learn exactly why you don't steal from Ryujin Industries.
Dopilnujemy, aby pożałował, że kiedykolwiek usłyszał o projekcie Dominion.
And wish he shall. All right. Yuko has provided a layout of Infinity Ltd. You have 2 options for this assignment. We'll be providing you with the means for both. Option A, you gain entry through their maintenance access on the roof. Option B, we give you an assigned identity and arrange a meeting for you.
Wszystko, aby uniknąć interakcji z ludźmi. Możliwość B. Uwielbiam okazję do korzystania z moich umiejętności aktorskich. Jakie są najważniejsze zalety opcji A i opcji B?
Option A, you need to remain under the radar the entire time. Option B, you have a slight cover that may give you the opportunity to talk your way to your objectives.
Dobra, będziemy perswadować.
Don't get you caught or killed. Now, depending on your preference, you'll either find yourself in the maintenance hallway or the marketing department. From there, you have 3 targets. First, you have Lucas Drexler's computer, located in his office on the executive floor. Second is Faye Sengsavan's computer, in research and development. And third, you need to obtain the prototype they are working on, also in R&D.
As you can see, you've several floors to traverse, so I hope you're prepared for an adventure.
Nie ma sprawy, poradzę sobie.
That's what we're counting on. Now, I had ULARU create a program that you need to run on both Lucas and Faye's computers. I'll let her explain the details.
You see, once we expose Infinity Ltd., all of their data is going to come under intense scrutiny. We only want the public to know about their mercenary hires and unauthorized human trials, but Project Dominion needs to remain confident. I've created an overseer program that will gather all the evidence we need, and at the same time delete anything relating to Ryujin and the internal neuroamp.
Więc opinia publiczna nigdy się nie dowie o Infinity Ltd. Okradło Ryujin Industries. Okay.
Exactly. And what the public doesn't know doesn't hurt them.
I dla
It is best to keep the
Ryujin.
public unaware of such a device.
If the media were to draw their own conclusions, I'm certain they'd just create a... Controlling the narrative is of the utmost importance.
Understood.
No, we don't want to mess on this one. A body count will only distract from what we're trying to accomplish here. In fact, unless they're a master at being one with the shadows, I'd suggest you leave your friend behind. Simon Rychek provided some useful info on how to evacuate civilians from the building. I'm sure you remember him from Sidonia. Infinity's maintenance crew is understaffed. It's only a matter of time before pressure gauges go unchecked and they have a massive issue on their hands. Once that pressure becomes too much, every floor in the building is going to suffer from gas leaks, setting off an automated alarm to evacuate. Simon was able to get a passcode for you to access their system's computer, so you can force the heating system to fail.
W porządku, wezmę to pod uwagę.
I'd highly advise you use it. This assignment isn't the time to test your abilities. The only thing you're out there to prove is that you can get this job done. We're also issuing you an operative suit. It should help reduce their ability to detect you. These suits are typically reserved for the senior ranks, but we want to reduce as much risk as possible.
Skradanie się ze strojem czy bez nie dowiedzą się o mojej
That's
obecności.
what we're hoping for.
Once you've run the overseer program and obtained the prototype, your final step is to deliver the slate to David Barron at the SSNN field office. If he asks questions, feel free to give him just enough information to pique his interest, but no mention of Ryujin or who you are. SSNN is used to anonymous tips. They'll do whatever verifications they...
To będzie korporacyjna historia dekady. No
It
dobra.
certainly will, and we'll have front row. So, any final questions before you...
Mogę ruszać.
Good luck, and be...
Here's Simon's passcode, your operative suit, the overseer program, and your cover identity. Your cover ID card is encoded with roof entry and elevator access, so that's your ticket in, either way. Don't screw this up. Skylar Lumen?
Okej. Będzie trzeba się jeszcze przebrać. Jednak najpierw... zaraz, gdzie to ja miałem iść? Do Daltona.
Don't cause any trouble.
Tu. Dalton? No właśnie, zanieść Daltonowi ten program.
Do you have the program?
Mam, jasne, byku. Daj tabliczkę, tak, rób co musisz.
With pleasure. So, let's take a look.
Ja się muszę przebrać. Czemu miałem zdjęty skafander Mantis? Strój agenta. Czy mi to coś daje? Utrudnienie wykrycia. What? Nice.
Aha. The decryptions hit a snag. There's definitely something here. This is exactly what we needed. According to this code, ULARU intended to plant false evidence that would show Masako was working with Lucas. The moment you launched the Overseer program, a series of fabricated communication files would have been uploaded to the Infinity Ltd network. One of them even frames Masako for encouraging Lucas to push for early human trials.
So it is clear what she intended. Now all that is left is to decide what to do with this information.
I'm going to copy the necessary files off this slate and issue you a new one. I want to keep this one intact, so ULARU can't dispute it. All right.
Gruba akcja.
Now, we finally have the evidence we need to prove ULARU's guilt.
Then it is time we use it.
Więc ULARU zamierza robić Masako za pomocą programu nadzorującego. Jeden cel zdjęty, został jeszcze drugi. Pora odwiedzić Infinity Ltd.
Yes. I'm looking forward to putting this all behind us. Without that falsified evidence, ULARU is in for a big I fully expect she'll be eagerly awaiting SSNN's broadcast. And here's the new slate with the revised Overseer program.
Something on your mind?
Dobra. To chyba w dzisiejszym odcinku to już wszystko, ponieważ domyślam się, iż cała misja w siedzibie LTD będzie przebiegała prawdopodobnie dosyć długo. Tak się zastanawiam, że najczęściej te misje właśnie one mają to do siebie. Zbliżamy się koło mniej więcej do końca, więc ona będzie dosyć długa. Zazwyczaj w tych frakcyjnych zadaniach tak to właśnie wyglądało. My się tylko udamy do placówki LTD, która jest gdzie? Na Alpha Centauri. Na Jamison. Ja se skoczę do Nowej Atlantydy na razie. Widzimy się w następnym odcinku. Trzymajcie się, jestem zaskoczony, że to jest na Jamison. Masakra. Hej.